الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما. My respected elders and brothers, we had started a topic before Eid al-Adha. Then the break came because of the months of Muharram and Safar and Eid al-Adha also. So I'll quickly mention the hadith. In a minute, review what was mentioned. 3 Jummas were covered for this topic. And from where we left, inshallah, we begin from there. The hadith was the hadith of Tirmidhi. Sahaba radiallahu anhum were once sitting with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he addressed them. مَنْ يَأْخُذُ عَنِّي هَؤُلَاءِ الْكَلِمَاتِ. Who amongst you will learn these advices from me, will take these nasihas from me? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu offered himself like a student raises his or her hand in the class when the teacher asks the question. He said, Ana ya Rasulullah, I'm ready to learn these advices from you. And then he further added, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, who is going to take these advices from me and then act upon them or convey it to others who might act upon them? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu offered himself. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam took hold of his hand out of love and affection, and he counted the 5 advices. What are those 5 advices? Ittaqil maharim. Stay away from the sins, from the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you do so, takun a'bad al-nas. You will become the greatest worshipper of Allah. You will become the greatest servant of Allah. पहली नसीहत क्या थी? कि गुनाहों से अपने आप को बचा लो. तुम अल्लाह के सबसे बड़े इबादत गुजार बन जाओगे. We went into detail of this and what does it really mean. Second nasiha, warda bima qasama Allahu lak. Whatever Allah has given you in this world, whatever Allah has decided for you in this world, be content on it. Don't complain. Be satisfied. Thank Allah. If you do so, what will happen? Takun aghna nas. You will become the most wealthiest of the people. Allah ने जो कुछ भी तुम्हें दिया है, तुम्हारे नसीब में जो फैसला किया है, उस पे राजी हो जाओ. उस पे क़नाअत इख्तियार कर लो. शिकायतें मत करो. अगर ऐसा करोगे, तो तुम सबसे अमीर तरीन आदमी बन जाओगे. Third nasiha. This second advice we covered in 2 Jummas, alhamdulillah. What does it really mean? Now today we are going on the third advice. وَأَحْسِنْ إِلَى جَارِكَ. Be nice to your neighbors. Be gentle to your neighbors. Fulfill their rights. Give them good treatment. If you do so, تَكُنْ مُؤْمِنًا. وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ تَكُنْ مُسْلِمًا. If you do so, you will become a complete believer. And in one narration it says you will become a complete Muslim. Now what does it mean? A person who is not good to his neighbors, is he not a Muslim? Would he become a kafir? Would he leave the circle of Islam? The answer is no. Whenever the hadith says you will become a complete mu'min, it means that you will reach the pinnacle of Iman. If you are not doing that amal, still you are Muslim, but you are somewhere halfway or on a low level. This is the meaning. पड़ोसियों के साथ अच्छा सलूक करो. ये तीसरी नसीहत है. अगर तुम करोगे तो क्या होगा? तुम कामिल ईमान वाले बन जाओगे. ये एक रिवायत के अंदर है, कामिल मुसलमान बन जाओगे. So now, what are the rights of the neighbors? Who are the neighbors? A person who lives 20 houses away from us, is he a neighbor? Or whose wall is attached with us, is he a neighbor? And if we are good, what will Allah give us? If we are bad, what will happen to us? The famous hadith that all of us would have heard before, the hadith of Bukhari, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, مَا زَالَ جِبْرِيلُ يُوصِينِي بِالْجَارِ حَتَّى ظَنَنْتُ أَنَّهُ سَيُوَرِّثُهُ. Jibreel alayhi salam used to continuously emphasize upon me on the rights of the neighbors to such an extent that I felt, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying this, I felt that the neighbors would get the share in the inheritance. Jibreel alayhi salam ने इतना ज़्यादा इसरार किया, इतना ज़्यादा याद दिलाया, इतनी ज़्यादा तरगीब दी आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम फरमाए हदीस में पड़ोसियों के हुकूक पे कि मुझे ये गुमान होने लगा, मुझे ये डर होने लगा कि शायद पड़ोसियों को भी विरासत में से हक मिलेगा. Neighbors don't have right in inheritance. Close friends also don't have right in inheritance. When a person passes away, who gets his inheritance? His blood relatives get his inheritance. Sometimes even the parents are deprived of this, or they're short. Sometimes the parents' share also comes down because of the size of the family of that person. So this much was the emphasis and reminder of Jibreel alayhi salam that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam felt this. Jibreel alayhi salam ने इतनी तरगीब दी, इतना डराया कि मुझे गुमान होने लगा कि पड़ोसियों को विरासत में से हक मिलेगा. This gives us an idea of the status of the neighbors. Hasan Basri rahmatullah alayhi used to say कि सिर्फ पड़ोसियों से अच्छा सलूक करना ही उनका हक नहीं है, पड़ोसियों की तकलीफ को बर्दाश्त करना भी उनका हक है. Just to be nice with your neighbors is not just will not fulfill the rights of the neighbors. To be patient upon their pain and suffering is also one of the rights of the neighbors. Now, how many types of neighbors are there? Allah tells us in Surah An-Nisa, Jar zil qurba, wal jar al-junub, was sahib bil-jam. 3 types of neighbors. Jar zil qurba is the 5th juz, Surah An-Nisa. Jar zil qurba, the most closest neighbor, whose wall is attached with your wall. One translation. Another translation, that zil qurba. Jar means neighbor, zil qurba, blood relative. Jar zil qurba, a neighbor that is your relative. Because a neighbor that is a relative has 2 rights. The right of neighborhood and the right of being a relative. And a non-relative neighbor has less rights as compared to him because he's a non-relative. He just has one right, that is being a neighbor. So one translation is that the closest neighbor is the one who is your neighbor also and who is a relative also. One translation is whose house is attached with your house. This is the closest neighbor. Second type, wal jar al-junub. Junub means the side. A distant neighbor, maybe 2 houses away from you, maybe across the street, maybe diagonally across the street from you, 3 houses away. These are the distant neighbors. Second type. Third type was sahib bil-jam. Sahib means companion. These 2 brothers sitting here right now, companions for 1 hour. As soon as they get up, they won't be companions anymore. All of you sitting with the brothers right and left are temporary companions in the masjid. So sahib means companion. Jump means on the side. Was sahib bil-jam, the companion of the side. Right now, 2 brothers, these are neighbors. Maybe temporary. You go in the bus, the person sitting beside you is sahib bil-jam. You are standing in a line for something, the person ahead of you and behind you is sahib bil-jam. You are in a train, in the subway, the person sitting beside you is sahib bil-jam. So Quran and Islam teaches us the rights of temporary neighbors also. Give them enough space. Don't spread out and sit like this that he gets bothered at what type of person this is. This is the meaning. As much as possible, we make them feel convenient and accommodating. So these are 3 rights of neighbors that Islam tells us. And based on that, the rights are more or the rights are less. There's a hadith of Mustadrak Hakim and Musnad Ahmad. The Sahaba radiallahu anhu inquired from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that there's a lady, she prays tahajjud also. Meaning other than 5 times first salah, she does a lot of nafil acts also. But her tongue is not good. She causes pain to her neighbors. And there is another lady who doesn't pray tahajjud. Doesn't have too many nafil salahs or sadaqats or fasting. She only sticks to the fara'id for whatever reason. She has a lot of housework to do, maybe a lot of work to do for her husband. But her tongue is good. The neighbors are happy with her. Who is better in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? According to one narration, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the second lady is better in the sight of Allah. According to another narration, he said, the first lady will go in Jahannam and the second lady will go in Jannah. Sahaba ने पूछा अल्लाह के रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम दो किस्म की औरतें हैं. एक औरत बहुत नफिल पढ़ती है, तहज्जुद भी पढ़ती है, लेकिन ज़बान की बहुत तेज़ है, पड़ोसी नाखुश है उससे. और दूसरी औरत है, वो इतने नवाफिल नहीं पढ़ती, फ़राइज़ में ही रहती है, घर के काम में जिस भी वजह से, लेकिन ज़बान की अच्छी है, पड़ोसी उससे खुश है. आपकी निगाह में कौन बेहतर है? एक रिवायत के मुताबिक आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया कि दूसरी औरत बेहतर है, यानी जो ज़बान की अच्छी है पहली के मुकाबले में. दूसरी रिवायत में फरमाया पहली जहन्नम में जाएगी, दूसरी जन्नत में जाएगी. ये कितना बड़ा जुमला है. तो ज़बान की तेज़ी जो है, चाहे वो पड़ोसियों के साथ हो या किसी के साथ भी हो, मुझे धोखे में नहीं आना चाहिए कि मैं इमाम हूँ, मैं जिसको चाहूँ जो कुछ भी कह दूँ. हम में से किसी को धोखे में नहीं आना चाहिए. अल्लाह तो ये मुझे और आपको मकाम देता है, ये आर्जी है, 1 मिनट में ले लेगा. अगर अभी मेरी ज़बान बंद हो जाए तो क्या हो सकता है? ज़बान मैं नहीं चला रहा हूँ, अल्लाह पाक चलवा रहे हैं. ये यकीन अगर मेरे और आपके दिल में आ जाए तो हम हर किसी के साथ अच्छे हो जाएं. ईमेल लिखने से पहले सोचें, लफ्ज़ बोलने से पहले सोचें कि अगर ये लफ्ज़ हमें बोला जाएगा तो हमें कैसे महसूस होगा. ये तो खैर ज़िमनी बात निकल आई बीच में से, पड़ोसियों की बात हो रही है. तो from this hadith we come to know that what are the rights of neighbors in Islam. Just an example. Before the partition of Pakistan and India, where the subcontinent was one of the great ulama of that time was Mian I'zaz rahimahullah in the north of India. A very famous Arabic teacher, has written books also. And the first Grand Mufti of Pakistan, Mufti Shafiq Sahib rahmatullah alayhi, was his direct student. So Mufti Shafiq Sahib rahmatullah alayhi himself mentions that I once went to his house, and usually I used to go to his house, but one day I asked him a question, that every year in the monsoon season, one of the roofs of your house or the veranda, the terrace open area comes down. You don't fix it properly. Every year you have to fix it. Why don't you spend some money and get a good ceiling? And he had money, because on the side he used to do the business of books, buying and selling. So first the teacher didn't reply, and then when Mufti Sahib insisted, he said, okay, come out of the house. He took him out of the house in the avenue, in the street, and he said, how many houses in this street have a firm ceiling, have a firm wall? Mufti Sahib said, none. He said, that's why. I don't want my house to stand out. I want to live like how my neighbors are living, because I don't dare to do something that my neighbors cannot afford. If I have this much money that I fix the ceiling of all the houses on this street, then I will fix my ceiling. Now this is taqwa, this is a very high level. Islam doesn't tell you to do this, but this is how our pious predecessors understood the hadith related to the rights of neighbors. क्या फरमाया मुफ्ती शफी साहब रहमतुल्लाह अलैहि को, ये मैंने अंग्रेजी में तर्जुमा नहीं किया, उर्दू में कह रहा हूँ, कर भी नहीं सकता मैं इसका तर्जुमा सही. पहले तो हंसी में कहा कि वाह मुफ्ती साहब, आपको बात समझ में आ गई और मैं बूढ़ा हो गया, मुझे बात समझ में नहीं आई कि छत को पक्का बनाना चाहिए बनिस्बत इसके कि हर साल टूट जाए. मुफ्ती साहब कहते हैं मैं शर्म से पानी हो गया. फिर कहा कि बाहर आओ, और फिर वो बात कही कि क्या सबके घर पक्के हैं? मेरे पास इतने पैसे हों कि मैं सबके घर पक्के बना दूँ तो फिर मैं अपनी छत पक्की बनाऊँगा. तो खैर दीन हमें ये नहीं कहता, लेकिन मिसाल अर्ज करने का मकसद ये कि हमारे बड़ों ने इन हदीस को कैसे समझा. हदीस को समझना भी एक चीज़ है जो है. मैं यूँ कहूँ माज़रत के साथ, मैं यूँ कहूँ कि भाई मैंने जो है मुझे कुछ इल्म हदीस का नहीं है, और मैं किताब खोलूँ, बुखारी शरीफ का तर्जुमा ले लिया मैंने, मुझे अरबी की कोई समझ बूझ नहीं है, और मैं खोल के तर्जुमा पढ़ के बयान करना शुरू कर दूँ कि हदीस में ये आता है, मुझे किसने ही हक दिया है? खैर ये ज़िंदगी बातें बीच में आ रही हैं. So this is the way how our pious predecessors understood. And the last thing, time is up. Sometimes people think non-Muslims don't have rights if they are neighbors. Where does the hadith say that non-Muslim doesn't have rights? The hadith said, وَأَحْسِنْ إِلَى جَارِكَ. The hadith didn't say, وَأَحْسِنْ إِلَى جَارِكَ الْمُسْلِمِ. Be nice to your Muslim neighbors. No, the hadith says be nice to your neighbors, whether they be Hindus, Buddhists, atheists, Christians, Jews, Muslims, whatever. The rights are there. There is no such thing or the misunderstanding that is right there. Non-Muslim neighbors don't have any rights. No, they also have the rights of neighborhood. The hadith of Abu Dawood. Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, one of the closest companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the son of Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu. He had a Jewish neighbor. So one day a goat was slaughtered in his house. He came home and the meat was being made. So he said, أَهْدَيْتُمْ لِجَارِنَا الْيَهُودِي أَهْدَيْتُمْ لِجَارِنَا الْيَهُودِي. Twice he repeated this sentence. What does it mean? He asked his family, did you send the meat to our Jewish neighbor? What does this hadith tell us? All the neighbors have rights. Yes, a believer has more rights as compared to a non-believer. There is no second opinion in this. But to have this understanding that non-Muslim neighbors have no rights, this is not the case. So my respected elders and brothers, these are mu'amalats. These are everyday dealings. And dealings play a major role in our Islam, in our deen, especially when we are living in a place where we are living in minority. People don't see our salahs. Non-Muslims don't come in the masjid and see our salahs. Our neighbors don't see our tahajjud that we pray at home. Our neighbors just see what's being told to them in the media, and they see how we treat them, how nice we are to them. How many times did I also clean some part of the sidewalk of my neighbor of snow when I was cleaning my side of the sidewalk? When I went to Home Depot and bought some salt, how many times did I offer my neighbor also, this is for you? When it was my Eid, how many times did I give gift to my neighbor and say, ये हमारा आज ईद का दिन है इसलिए हम आपसे खुशी बांट करेंगे? These are the things that will give a positive picture of Islam. And this is the real face of Islam that non-Muslims can see. They don't see what we do under hidden walls and ceilings. They see how we are on the street. So just by acting on these commands, we are becoming ambassadors of Islam also. So whatever was said and heard, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us understanding of these things. Ameen. The azan has been given. Brothers can pray this sunnah, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Amma ba'du, fa'a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اتق المحارم تكن أعبد الناس وارض بما قسم الله لك تكن أغنى الناس وأحسن إلى جارك تكن مؤمنا وأحب للناس ما تحب لنفسك تكن مسلما ولا تكسر الضحك فإن كسرة الضحك تميت القلب أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما زال جبريل يوصيني بالجار حتى ظننت أنه سيورثه أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم فرج هم المهمومين من المسلمين، ونفس كرب المكروبين، واقض الدين عن المدينين، واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من البرص والجنون والجذام ومن سيء الأسقام. اللهم لا تقتلنا بغضبك ولا تهلكنا بعذابك، وعافنا قبل ذلك. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي، يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. أقيموا الصلاة.